Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Luminescent here. Luminescent 6 to be exact. And thank you for your likes, subscribes. I'm talking too fast. Thank you for your likes, shares, subscribes. You can find my blog in the description box for my channel or this video in particular. I have an astrology blog only and then more of a diary personal blog as well. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram at Luminescent. Luminescent 6, Instagram, and number 6, actually. And let's just dive right on into it. Oh, website to book a reading. I do have a $10 off natal readings and one of each, one free astrology reading and one free tarot reading. Please be sure to read the descriptions in the boxes for each service so you can be a bit more aware of what is included before you fill out the form, which the form should include your birth details. Tarot, you don't really have to leave those, but for the free tarot, yes, in all astrology, yes, you must use your date and time, location of birth. All astrology, but let's get into it. This video is for Moon and Virgo transit, Dark Moon Virgo Balsamic phase during the Libra season, going into Scorpio soon. But we always have a releasing moon, a void moon, where things can, emotionally come to the surface and be pulled out and cleansed out, so something else can be put back in. So we will be getting rid of routines, comforts, daily habits, routines, rituals, religions. We'll be getting rid of things that are our day-to-day life that are no longer serving us. So after going through the Leo moon, we had the double squares going on and in conjunctions to Saturn. So like I was saying, there was a shifting in perception. So now that there has been a bit of a scramble up in the universe, there are routes and ways that we are being more drawn to and taken to now that we've exposed ourselves to our own inner alternative desires that, maybe other people don't know, but we do, with the Mars being retrograde. So at this point at the bottom, we have the Seven of Wands, separating ourselves, our desires from others, going after it, being defensive or protective over what we want to accomplish. Four of Pentacles, the Empress, and the Four of Cups. The Four of Pentacles here, excuse me. To me, this is like the Virgo moon, number one, is going to conjunct Venus. It's going to trine Taurus and Uranus and Taurus retrograde. It's going to also trine all the Capricorn energy that is currently at play. It will sextile shadow Mercury in Scorpio and square the north and south nodes. And Neptune, it'll oppose Neptune. So there's definitely going to be like a realization, like, I was holding on to doing this every single day, but now that I have, more awareness, more signs and symbols that, this was stopping me from growing, this is what's going to help me grow. This was stopping me from seeing my true worth, and this helped me to realize what I was actually worth. Those situations coming out of that Leo moon where things are played out pretty dramatically. We see what we've been holding on to with that light energy, and we decide to make peace and separate ourselves from things, places that were a waste of time. Now that it's going to be a waste of time, now that we are aware of where it belongs in our life, we get to organize our lives again with this one last Virgo moon during Libra season. Not only, the Sun in Libra is about us balancing out our lives, which a lot of people think is love. When things are balanced and peaceful, people consider that love. They link that to what we express as love. But Libra or balance in general, period, is not about emotion. It has nothing to do with emotion, and it has nothing to do with anything physical. It has everything to do with the mind accepting things as they are, which allows things to, the scales to, relieve themselves and fall as they may. And now we've been able to see emotionally where people, places, and things, where they stand, where we stand in our development that's being taken place here. There may be some ego blows. Somebody bubble might have got popped, or even you, us, me included. We had to get to a place where, we're not going to allow our ego or the need to be overprotective of ourselves. We're not going to allow that type of energy to cloud the value of who we are. A lot of people will say things and feel like, you don't deserve. Somebody may come around and tell you, or you even can tell yourself, like, maybe I don't deserve this because I'm not where I want to be, in the physical realm yet. I wanted this, I had high hopes for this, and this to come through, but I was shown something more that's in place for me, and now I allow myself to reorganize who I am and release that to get in alignment with my true nature. And some people might come and approach your empressness to say that they don't think you deserve that. They don't think you have lived in integrity long enough to justify your means of sitting in the empress energy. And Virgo, at least the Virgos that I know and Virgo placements I have, are never afraid to let you know what's up. Because it only makes sense. Virgo, Mercury speaking here, it only makes sense for me to tell you how it is, where it is, and whatever else needs to be said, so you can get the picture. Now, during the Leo moon phase, things can come a bit dramatic, but Virgo here is after the dramatics and all that has settled down. Now that we know who God chose for what role, organize your life to play your role, your given role. And every time you try to go above or change your spiritual path to one that is not in alignment with the path that you chose to come with, you will be hit with many lessons and criticisms that can hurt your feelings if you're too sensitive, when it's ultimately meant, the strife is meant to come here to get you to pop out of that bubble that you were encasing yourself in. Pop out of that bubble. Now that you've got a chance to learn through patience and stillness that, what caused me to be patient and still, is still like a yin yang situation. You were patient enough to sit and learn the lessons you needed to learn, but now the stillness that you have here is just about you needing to move forward and get out of stagnation, which is what the 7 of Pentacles is helping us to do. Go from 4 to 7. We go from building in one place to actually moving ahead 3 steps into learning how to separate ourselves from things that are due for us to work on and things that are not due for us to work on. And Venus making that choice, making that selection, bringing that balance in here. 4 Cups, serendipity. Now that things are starting to settle down, you found your light, you found your fame and fortune. Shout out to the crew. You found your inner fame, your inner fortune within yourself, within your soul, within your spirit, your 5th element. And the earthling part of you is still feeling like, I could have did that. Or, I was good for that, but, it's time to get over it. It's time to be more empathetic than apathetic. It's time to accept that, you know, this happened for a reason, serendipity. This chance was given to you for a reason, and it's definitely very important that you hold on to that balance there. It may not give you the emotion that you're looking for. It may not give you the romanticism that you were looking for in it, but it is giving you the stability that you need to move your light forward. 9 of Pentacles at the bottom over here. Again, we upgrading 2 more. We're vacillating. We're making decisions with grace and ease. We're juggling life because we realize at the end of the day, you got to love yourself and your own insecurities. Virgo energy. And we are in this energy right now with Venus transiting Virgo. You got to remember to always love yourself. Even if you held on to something, 1101, even if you haven't held on to something that later on you found out with time and, you know, with patience and stillness that, you know, maybe I got to get rid of 1, 2, 3, or all 4 of these pentacles, but there's 7 in front of me that turned into the 9. Okay. So the advice during this phase is patience and stillness. Allow things to come up. Allow yourself to feel things during this dark moon phase without having to react. Stand your ground. Stand on who you are. Don't lower your price for nobody. Don't lower your price for anyone, period. Allow them to meet you where you are, and allow yourself to meet people where they are, but do not lower your value for someone else to have access. Don't lower your values for someone else to have access. And you'll be glad that you got over. You'll be so glad when you got over the need for attention, because there is something way more important that is hiding in the shadows for you, that's being given to you to fulfill you, to stabilize your emotion and bring you the emotional security you're looking for. It's just not going to come in the physical light fixture that you may have wanted it to come in. And maybe that's what the struggle is, that maybe that's what the strife is. You wanted this Empress energy in another person, but you come to find out, like, you know, yeah, they were here in your face to show you something, but it was only for you to learn something within you. Your light is not outside of you. Your Godship is not outside of you. It's within you. And it's always been within you. And you get to accept that. Look at all this Leo energy here. You go from the 5 of Wands to the actual Leo card. Hello. And the Queen of Wands. Cheetah here. The quicker you accept that this is the truth, or the quicker you accept your spiritual truth, the more serendipity you will feel, the more you get to follow what makes you happy and be grounded in that. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in to this dark moon phase, or balsamic phase, Virgo moon. Get ready for the new moon in Libra, y'all. New relationships are being formed. They've already been formed. We just now get the chance to see them play out in reality. We get to see everyone cross over into new territories that we all have been destined into, signed up for. It's getting really exciting, but, you know, don't let the world make it seem like it's scary with that Virgo moon opposing Neptune. Don't be scared of anything. Don't fear anything. Patience and stillness. Stand your ground. Serendipity. All right. Love out.